Do your conversations always turn into an argument? Or the other person gets defensive each time you try to bring up an issue of concern? In this video, I'm going to show you what you can do to become a better communicator, to communicate more effectively, and have less of arguments. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Everyday Faith with Dr. James, your weekly dose of hope, inspiration, lifestyle, wellness, and faith to help you live strong in body, mind, and spirit. Today, I'm going to be continuing our discussion on how to turn conflict into connection by discussing the I statement formula, right? After the last video that I did about turning conflict into connection, I got a lot of feedback about it, how it has been really helpful. So I thought of doing a second part to conclude that conversation. And so today we're going to be learning how you can do less of arguments by using a short communication tool that is called the I statement formula. Now, what the I statement helps you to do is that it's to communicate in such a way that you do not trigger the defense mechanism of your partner, right? It's a tool that makes communication better effective, and yet you're able to express yourself and express your concern in an holistic way, and in which your partner will understand you without necessarily making the person get defensive. So let's dive in. The I statement formula has a framework. The framework is that you are able to express your emotion, right? And you are able to name the specific behavior, and then you are able to itemize the impact. Then you go ahead to make a positive request. That's the communication key, right? So again, what that means is that you can say, I feel, that is the emotion. I feel unheard. For example, I feel unheard. Then you go ahead and name the specific behavior when I talk and you're not listening, right? So basically, the framework for the I statement formula is this, right? It's expressing yourself in such a way that it captures your feelings, that's the emotion that you feel, right? The specific behavior, the impact of that behavior, then you go ahead to make a positive request. So these four components is combined together into one to present your concern, and when done appropriately, you are able to express yourself clearly. The person listening to you is able to understand you, is able to empathize with you, because it also prompts empathy. And more importantly is that the other person listening to you is able to understand specifically and clearly what your concern is about. So as a recap, right, the I statement goes something like, I feel. That's the emotion. Talk about the emotion. What are the specific emotions, right? I feel so and so when that you talk about now the specific behavior. Then you now go ahead and say because that's the impact of the behavior. That's how the statement will go, right? You state the impact of the behavior. Then after doing that, you then go ahead to make the request. That's what you think the other person needs to do or should be done in order to alleviate that concern or attend to that concern that you need. So for example, you say, you don't help me at home. That automatically triggers your partner, and the person goes like, can't you see that I'm also busy, I'm also working, I'm doing my best, will I leave my work? And so instead, using the I statement formula means that the same concern that you want to express, you present it something like this: I feel overwhelmed when I handle the church and still have to take care of the children. Now, an emotion, and the specific behavior. So now you go ahead and say, okay, because I need support, or because it's affecting my productivity, like you state the impact. Then you go ahead and present your positive request. Something like, I would like it, I would love it if you could help me in getting the children ready, or if you could help me to do this particular chore, right? And you just make your request in that simple way. Now, what's the difference? The initial statement, like, you don't help me at all, one triggers defense, it brings anger. But the second one, that brings clarity, clear expression, promotes empathy. So it helps you express yourself clearly, it helps you make your communication effective, and you are also able to itemize your need. So it reduces defensiveness and it helps you solve conflicts better. Example is, rather than saying you don't listen to me, instead say, I feel unheard when I'm speaking and I don't have your full attention. Because our conversation matters to me, then you go ahead and make a request. I would appreciate if you can give me your full attention when we are having a conversation. Simple. That achieves better results without triggering your partner's defense mechanism. And of course, both of you are able to relate better. So, if you've enjoyed this video, remember to like, comment, and share. Follow me for more tips on how to make your communication effective. Let me also say that the I statement formula is not only for couples. It's a mechanism or a style of communication that you can adapt to your day-to-day life. It makes you a better communicator. It makes people hear you better, and you're able to express yourself clearly. Until I see you again in my next video, keep strong.